Peace, peace, peace. I want to talk to y'all real quick, right? Because I'm curious, right? Like, if you know I'm crazy, right? Or if you know to a certain extent I ain't got it all up there, but I make it look good. Like, why would you go out your way to try to trigger my crazy? Like, why would you want to play with me knowing that everything ain't fully right up there? I be trying to understand some people. Like, this goes mainly for women, because a lot of guys, they kind of know where that shit gonna go if they play that game with you, because encounters between men tend to be more physical and deadly. But a woman, on the other hand, a guy will overlook a woman, and but I feel like it excites some women to kind of like poke the bear, right? They kind of like, notice how some women, they like to go out their way because they want to see you mad. Sometimes they might even tell you that, I want to see how you get when you get mad. Like, why? Why do you want to see me mad? Why do you want to get a reaction out of me if you already know that something not right with you? Wouldn't that mean that you crazy? Wouldn't that mean that something's not really right with you either? If you're trying to fuck with a crazy person? Like, I'm gonna tell you a little story real quick, right? Like my mom, for example. My mom had a little situation. I'm putting her business out there. My mom had a little situation where she got robbed, right? She got robbed. She got robbed at gunpoint, and she believed she was set up. So my mother was telling me, she didn't fully tell me, but she told me what happened. And I started playing detective and shit, right? So she said she felt like this woman set her up to get robbed. She basically let people know she had money, or whatever the case is, right? But when the dude came, pulled out the gun, she ain't had the bread on her, so they ain't really get nothing. But I was talking to my mom about it. So as I'm talking to her, she's like, oh, because this happened in Honduras. So as I'm talking to her, I'm like, oh. And she told me, yeah, the lady lives here. I said, what? So I'm like, well, yeah, y'all be seeing each other? So, I'm asking her certain shit. And then my mother caught on. And she said, I'm not telling you nothing else. You know why? Because my mother knows I got loose screws. She already knew I was probing. She knew I was already looking for details, descriptions, and whatever information I could get to, you know what I'm saying? So her, and her smart self, she kind of like said, you know what? Let me shut up, and I'm not telling you no more information. So the point of the story is this. My mom knows, other women in my family know, my male cousins know. So you know what they do? They don't tell me certain things. They don't even involve me in certain situations because they already know. So that's just the moral of the story. If you know something wrong with somebody, if you know they're a certain type of way, stop trying to arouse certain emotions and certain feelings out of people, man. Because that shit could end up bad for yourself. Peace.